Welcome back, guys. What is going on? FMU here on the FMScout channel. Today we're doing sacrilegious things. We are the antichrist of football, I think. We are swapping Ronaldo and Messi round. So you can see here Ronaldo is now a Barcelona player and Messi is a Real Madrid player. And we're doing it to see if it has any impact on them and the teams. You know, will Messi fit into the Real Madrid system as well as he does at Barcelona, and will Ronaldo sort of fit into the Barcelona system? We're going to find out what FM16 thinks. We're going to run a couple of seasons, you know, have a look at the end of each season and see what FM16 predicts for this. So let's crack on with it now. There's no need to babble on about it. It's a very simple idea. Let's see how the first season goes. Welcome back, guys. So you can see here Real Madrid with Messi have won the league. Barcelona with Ronaldo have finished fourth. So let's have a little look and see how they've got on respectively. So Barcelona in the Super Cup, the Euro Super Cup, won on penalties against Sevilla. And why does that sound Sevilla? Why does that sound like it doesn't sound right to me? It sounds like it just doesn't sound right. Seville? It's not Seville though, because if it was Seville, it would be. It just doesn't sound right all of a sudden. You know, sometimes when you say something, it just doesn't feel like it's right. Anyway, in the domestic Super Cup, they've beaten Athletic over the two legs by 3-0. As far as the Champions League is concerned, they reached the semi-finals but were beaten by Chelsea over the two legs. The Spanish Cup, they got to the quarter-finals and were beaten by Malaga over two legs, which, no disrespect to Malaga, but you would be disappointed by that if you were Barcelona. The Club World Cup, they got to the final and won it against America Mexico. So they've had a very good season in terms of, you know, not meaningless trophies, but, you know, that they've done well in the less prestigious, because I know the club, you know, the Club World Cup, the Club World Championship is obviously a prestigious thing, but it's not one of those where you know, where you aim to really take it by the, you know, scruff of the neck and go for it. It's one of those that's really, in a way, it gets in the way just a little bit. But all in all, I suppose they've had an okay season, but finishing fourth in the table, that is very disappointing indeed. Very disappointing. And now we're going to have a look at Real Madrid's schedule, and then we'll have a look at the players. Okay, we'll leave the players till the last. So obviously not half as many competitions really for Real Madrid, but in the Spanish Cup they only made the 5th round where Valencia beat them. Gary Neville's Valencia knocked them out. And in the Champions League, they reached the quarterfinals also, and they were beaten by Manchester City. But they did win the league. So, you know, you can't really argue, I suppose, with that. You would have hoped they'd have done better in the Champions League, but unfortunately for them, they haven't. So, how's Messi got on in his first season down at Real Madrid? I can see straight away, he's got 24 goals and 14 assists. So he's had a pretty decent season, to be fair. 17 goals in the league, but 24 goals all season altogether. 14 assists, 10 of those in the league. A penalty, 16 player of the matches, 19 overall. And he's only had the 4 yellow cards. But an average rating in all competitions of 8.27. So he's had a great season there with that as well. And he's won at Real Madrid. He's won the seasonal best 11. He's been put obviously into the seasonal best 11, and he's won the Supporters Player of the Year award. So Messi's had a decent season. Of course, he's won the league as well. So he'll be happy with that. He's won the Player of the Year. Obviously, he's been the league's team of the season. So he's had a very decent run this year, and he's been involved in a lot of stuff. He's won the Golden Ball, and has he won anything else? Let's have a quick little flick through. Not that I can see. So Messi's season has been pretty good, to be honest. Pretty good indeed. So now to Barcelona and Cristiano Ronaldo. Let's see how he's got on over at Barca in his first season. I don't know what to expect from Ronaldo. I don't think he's going to have fitted into the style as well. He's got 21 goals in 29, so that's not a bad ratio, is it, to be honest? Goals per game ratio is not bad at all. He's only got 3 assists all season, though. That is pretty damn poor for a player of Ronaldo's stature, to be honest. For only 6 player of the matches all season, 4 of them in the league, 5 yellow cards, and an average rating of only 7.93. Now, obviously, the team hasn't performed as well in the league as what Real Madrid did, but you'd have to say, if you were Barcelona, you'd be disappointed in your finish in the league, and you'd be disappointed having Ronaldo on board that he's not done better than that. So, I think season 1 has to go. Really, if we're honest, it has to go to Messi. Messi takes season 1 in the swap over, hands down. So, Ronaldo's got some work to do if he's going to drag himself back through and win the next season, because Messi has settled in a hell of a lot easier than what Ronaldo has in the style of play and in the club. So let's go now and skip over to the end of the next season and see who comes out on top there. Will it be Messi again, or will Ronaldo find his feet and settle in a bit better next season? Let's go find out. Okay, welcome back, guys. And look at that, Real Madrid second, Barcelona third. It's Atletico Madrid who have won the lead this season, so both of our teams will be disappointed, to say the least, in that respect. So let's have a little look at Barcelona first and see how our friend Ronaldo's got on. You can see there, Gerardo Martino has returned as manager of Barcelona. Enrique has been given the boot. So how's Ronaldo got on under his new gaffer? I think he may, I didn't really look because I don't like to look at things, but I think he may have done quite well in terms of goals this season, which he has, to be fair. 34 in 55 games in all competitions, 8 assists, 3 penalties, 11 player of the matches, 10 yellow cards, 1 red card. God, he got a little bit physical this season. Average rating, still not great, wasn't the best again, 7.85. But in terms of goals, he's got 34 goals this season in all competitions, so he seems to have done rather well. So let's have a look how Barcelona have done themselves in terms of competition. Okie dokie then. So obviously they're not in the Super Cup this season. Not in the domestic Super Cup. As far as the Champions League is concerned, they're into the final. Oh, I thought I'd skip past the final. We'll do that in a minute. But they actually knocked Real Madrid out in the semi-final. 3-0 and 1-0, so 4-0 on aggregate. Ouch, you have to say there. And did Ronaldo score? He didn't score in those, but they're through to the final against Bayern, so we'll have a look at that in a moment. Spanish Cup, they've beaten Real Madrid in the final on penalties there as well, so again a fantastic result for them. So they've beaten Real Madrid hands down. Real Madrid have obviously finished above them in the league this season, but in terms of silverware, they're 2 to the good. Well, they're 1 to the good over Real Madrid at the moment, possibly 2 if they can beat Bayern in the final. And obviously they weren't in the Club World Cup. So if we head back to the league, and you can see here actually, look, Ronaldo finished 3rd in the top goal scorers. Messi was top of the average rating and the assists. Player of the matches, Messi again. So Messi seems to be the more consistent of the two, but Ronaldo's managed to find the net more this season than what Messi has. But by how much is the question? That is the question indeed. Come on, speedy up now. Thank you very much. So yeah, just under 10 goals, wasn't it? I think it was 34, wasn't it? For us, 9 goals ahead. 9 goals ahead. No, what am I talking about? Was he 34 or was he 36? He was 34, wasn't he? Yeah, so yeah, just over 10 goals difference, and 14 in the league, 20 assists, so he's won the assist hands down, 19 player of the matches, and an average rating of 8.10 in all competitions, so he's had a very good season. Best player in Europe, He's won that, and Supporters Player of the Year for the second season running. So let's just head back to Ronaldo a second. Oops, I think I've gone back one too many. No, there we are. So he was the runner-up of Player of the Year in the league, and obviously made the team of the season, won the cup, inducted into the Portuguese Best 11, named in the 2017 World Team of the Year as well, which I'm imagining Messi's going to be in there. Yeah, Messi's there, Ronaldo. Yeah, that's hardly surprising that they're both in there. But let's get back to Real Madrid and just see. I mean, we know how they did in the competitions that they were in, but let's just clarify it. We know that they've been beaten in 2 competitions by Barcelona. So obviously the semi-final they were knocked out. They lost the final of the Spanish Cup, and they lost to Atletico in the Super Cup. So a completely trophyless season for Real Madrid, a second place finish. Not ideal for Benitez and the boys, but, you know, I suppose in a way it's not massively disastrous in terms of the lead. They have finished second, but it will hurt them massively that it's Atletico Madrid that have taken the title. So we're just going to jump forward and see if Bayern and Barcelona finishes in Barcelona's favour. And you can see there, Barcelona won by 2-1, and Ronaldo got a goal. So Ronaldo's won the Champions League. So in terms of trophies, you know, obviously Real Madrid won the league last season, but Barcelona have won the Champions League this season at the Millennium Stadium in Cardiff. So that's 2. So I think, I know Messi's won the best player in Europe, but in terms of how they've done in the season, I think I'd call that 1-1. What do you reckon after season 2? Do you reckon that's 1-1? Or do you reckon maybe Messi could just have scraped it a little bit through winning the European Player of the Year award? Let's say in the comments down below, and we're going to do one more season. It's best out of 3, I think we'll do. So Messi the first season. For me, Ronaldo's only just by a hair sneaked it this season. So next season, who's going to come out on top, Messi or Ronaldo? Let's go find out. Right, we are then, guys. Final season, Real Madrid top, Barcelona third. So Real Madrid have won the title 2 out of the 3 seasons. Barcelona have finished 4th, 3rd and 3rd. So in terms of league positions, Real Madrid take the crown in this little experiment hands down. Barcelona and Ronaldo, how have they done in terms of goal? Well, how has he done, should I say, in terms of goals? You know, performances, assists. Well, he's done very similar to last season. 31 altogether in all competitions at the end of the season. And 6 assists, which is a bit poor, really. 1 penalty, 11 player of the matches, 3 yellow cards, 1 red, and an average rating overall of 7.85. So he's remained very much in the same position when it comes to average ratings over the period of these 3 seasons. I think it's been 7-9, 7-9, 7-8, hasn't it, all the way through. And altogether, in total, he has 87 appearances and 55 goals. So we know that. So let's have a look how Barcelona have now done in terms of competitions. So if we just take all of these off, Club World Championships, they've won it. They've beaten Atletico Madrid in the final by 2-0. Spanish Cup, they lost 4-1 to Atletico. Ouch. That's all I can say to that is ouch. Champions League, semi-final defeat to PSG. Domestic Super Cup, they've picked that up over the 2 legs against Atletico, so they've managed to win that. In terms of the Euro Super Cup, they've won that 2-0. So they've had a very decent season in terms. Obviously, the league not great, but they've picked up one trophy, two trophies, and reached the final of another. So that's not bad going at all, if we're honest. So Real Madrid and Leo Messi, we know they've won the league, so that's one trophy in the bag this season for them. In terms of goals, though, how has Messi got on? So Messi, 19 goals, 11 assists, 1 penalty, 10 player of the matches, no yellow or red cards, which is pretty amazing, and an average rating of 8.14. So, in terms of their average ratings per season, Messi has stayed in around the 8s and Ronaldo in around the 7s. So, in terms of average rating, Messi has obviously won that hands down. Messi's played 103 games and got 46 goals. Ronaldo's only played 85, 86 and got 55. So in terms of goals-wise, Ronaldo's taken that over the 3 seasons. So, how have Real Madrid done in the competitions? Obviously, we know they've won the league. We've got that embedded in our minds. We know that's the case with the league. Champions League, they were beaten by PSG. So they're out to PSG over the legs. And Spanish Cup, they were beaten by Valencia in the 5th round. Super Cup, they weren't involved in. So they haven't had the trophy winning haul that Barcelona have had this season, but they have won the league. So, you know, it's difficult to call because some people class the league title as the big one. Some people class the Champions League as the big one, getting to the Champions League final as the big one. And it's difficult to say, really, for me, who's been out of the two, who's been the best, who's stood out more. It's very even in terms of what they've done. It's difficult to call. Really difficult to call, in all fairness. So let's compare him with Ronaldo. So we've got the two guys here, and it is just very it is very difficult to pick between the two. They are very similar. So statistics, let's have a look. So appearances this season, 38 for Messi, 48 for Ronaldo, 19 goals. So on this season, Ronaldo's just nicked it again in terms of matches, goals per game. But then Messi's taking it on assists. They're level. Oh, I thought they were level for a second there. I kind of looked like that. But Ronaldo's got one more player of the match. Just one. In terms of defensively, Messi has been far more active defensively. Pass completion ratio, Ronaldo's just nipped it. Shots on target, Messi's nipped it. Fouls made, Ronaldo's way over the top. And fouls against, none on Messi, but 4 on Ronaldo. So you have to look at that and think, does that mean that Messi is far more adept at skipping fouls, or does Ronaldo, do people see him because he's got more goals over the period? Do they see him as more of a goal threat? And the average rating, obviously every season Messi's wiped the floor with Ronaldo. So the question is now, who do you guys think out of the two? What do you think the score was? I don't know. This last season, I don't honestly know. I think, I mean, in terms of trophies, you'd have to go with Barcelona and Ronaldo. But in terms of average rating and all that sort of stuff, you may go with Messi. It's a tough one to call. I had it at 1-1 before this, but I honestly do not know. But let us know in the comments down below, guys. Let FMScout in the comments down below know, what do you think the score was over the 3 seasons? Who do you think's won? Now, it's going to be people who are going to say Messi 3-0, Ronaldo 3-0, 2-1, you know. But what do you guys think? Who do you think out of the two over the 3 seasons has won in this swap shop? Because we're all here for our love of Football Manager, and if you love Football Manager, we want to hear about it in them comments down below. Also, hit a like on the video if you want to see more of this sort of stuff, and go check out some of the other videos. Some great content coming up on FMScout at the minute. We're trying to do a video every day throughout December, and then hopefully going forwards from them. But drop a like on the video, as I said, guys, and drop us a sub if you're not subbed already. You can also sub to my channel, which is in the description down below, and you can follow myself on Twitter, which is FMU__, and drop FMScout a follow on Twitter as well, because you'll get obviously Twitter updates as to when videos have gone live, if you don't have it set up on YouTube. So that's just simply at FMScout. Very simple, very easy. So go sort it out. What are you playing at? Go sort it out. But anyway, guys, I'm going to sign off as always by saying it's been an absolute pleasure being in your face. Bye-bye.